Well, I do think one thing that a lot of people don't like Logan Paul for is the Mayweather fight now. Because they think he's all going to lose.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to lose. There's no way he's going in there and fucking winning that shit, dude.
Dude,
50-0 and
I heard about this fight rumored 5 months ago, 6 months ago. And immediately I had two thoughts.
Dude.
Logan's done.
Yes.
He's done.
There's no way.
But then right after that, I said, but goddamn, that would be one of the best stories ever fucking written.
See,
Just think about it. Just think about it for 10 seconds of just Mayweather's whole entire career and then Logan Paul's whole entire career. Like, that's completely insane to think Logan Paul would win, which is why everyone thinks he's going to lose. But the off chance that he pulls it off, the 1 in 1 trillion chances, who knows?
He could be Conor McGregor.
The world could end.
The world could end.
You also have to look at it. It is almost a perfect matchup for Logan because it's a 6'2" to 5'8".
6'3".
6'3" to 5'8", 200 pounds, 150 pounds.
Yep.
It's almost David versus Goliath, but technically Goliath is Floyd Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
And David is the taller guy as Logan Paul.
It's going to be... Mayweather's just going to be like, hello.
Yeah.
I'm here. But I wonder how long it took Mayweather to even say he was going to do this, too. Like, he was like, nah. And then Logan kept coming back and coming out with shit to say, Mayweather, fight me.
That's not what he said on this podcast.
Really?
Really.
What'd he say?
So, I think what happened is there's a guy that said that made this all happen, that he wasn't going to name his name.
Mm-hmm.
But I think there was a guy that probably talked to Mayweather's team and then talked to Logan's team. And then Logan's manager, Jeff, which a lot of people have seen in Logan's vlogs in the past, came to Logan and said 5-6 months ago and said, you know, at like some crazy like dinner and really low key was like, hey Logan, wouldn't it be kind of crazy if you fought Floyd Mayweather? Well, if I had a contract, would you sign it? And Logan, in sarcasm, was, oh yeah, for sure, yeah, I definitely sign it. Blah 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 blah. You know, a few months go by, 1 or 2. And then he comes back with a 14-page contract and puts on the table and says, sign it, bitch. Signs it, and, you know, they go through a little bit more negotiating and whatnot, and now you get to this day where it's February 20th.
I wonder how much fucking money this is going to be.
Logan also said on his podcast, and once again, he said, no, it actually wasn't Logan, it was his best friend or, you know, co-host Mike, said it could possibly be a $100 million fight. For revenue.
Oh my god!
Yeah, think about it.
So how much would they get paid? Like, would that
mil each?
50 mil each?
I mean, you take taxes away.
Nah,
take taxes off of
it's gonna be like 90 million for Floyd Mayweather and 10 million for Jake.
But if Logan wins,
yeah, then it's opposite.
Yeah.
But dude, holy shit! Imagine this guy getting $90 million like that.
Who, Logan?
Yeah.
He already has
bank. Yeah, he already does have bank.
He lives in a $10 million house.
I think Mayweather's net worth is $560 million.
Holy shit.
Yep.
Wow. I've seen his car collection, too.
All Bugatti and Rolls Royce.
No, I don't think it was a Bugatti. It was all black cars or all white cars, I think.
It was all... No, Rolls Royces. He has all Rolls Royces in one garage.
I think there was a Ferrari or one fast car, I think. I'm not too sure. But
Logan Paul's net worth is 12.5.
Do you know the odds for the fight?
The odds?
So they're 20-1. Ready for this? If you bet $5,000 on Floyd Mayweather, how much money are you making?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
$100.
Really?
Uh-huh. Guess how much you're winning if Logan wins?
Like 20 grand?
$75
grand.
Yeah.
So you bet how much?
It's buy a house, and or I forget the saying they were saying, but buy a house and get a mansion. But literally, buy a house and get a mansion. You put $10K down, boom. You get $150K.
I kind of
or 200 something.
So if Logan loses and you bet on Logan, you lose money, right?
You lose everything you got.
Fuck it, dude. I kind of want to try it. Dude, that means I know it's bad odds.
It's more of if you have the money.
Yeah, I know it's bad odds, but like those chances.
But think about the
Imagine
setup.
if they
Think
just let it
about-
happen, so everybody can make.
I don't set up for this, for destiny and whatnot. And this is even before listening to Logan Paul's podcast. I always am a fan of an underdog. I myself have been underestimated a lot, and I've told a lot of people wrong. I've showed a lot of people wrong, or proved them wrong, as I should say.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone, I've heard not one person talk about Logan Paul possibly pulling off a miracle win. And it definitely is bad, like crazy to think about that if that's what you first say and are completely confident in him winning. But I'm talking about it would be one of the craziest things to ever happen in our lifetime.
Yeah, it would.
For one of the best fighters ever to come out and have an amateur defeat a 50-0 record, especially when watching the 50-0 fight. Watching the McGregor and Mayweather fight, that was our first fight of really getting into boxing and MMA in general. It was that fight.
Dude, holy shit.
And now Mayweather's
That
fighting
fight-
again.
That fight was a good fight too.
3 years later.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
I feel like it can go the distance. It can go a little bit. I feel like Logan can hold himself through.
He's got
for
a
a little
stamina.
bit, yes.
He's wrestled.
Yes.
He's a state wrestler. I don't know. I'm not going to say champion because I'm not factual on that. But he has went to states in Ohio and competed at a top level high school wrestling tournament, which isn't easy to do.
Nope.
You know, it's not really that easy to go to a tournament and wrestle at a top level for all the top high schools in the entire state of Ohio.
Yep.
Especially Ohio. You think about Ohio State as a college, which I think Logan went to, but we'll put that off the record and just stick to I think he could have the lineup to pull one of the best
underdog stories.
Underdog stories ever, yes.
The best underdog story. That would be. It'd be better than the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
Better than the Eagles.
100%.
Dude, that'd be so funny.
Especially with coming from losing to KSI, which, if you don't know, KSI is a UK YouTuber, started on video games, got really big, created a Sidemen house with his friends and channel and business, and then eventually got into boxing. Had a small fight with a guy named Joe Weller. Well, relatively small. I'm sure he made a decent amount of money, if not cut even. And then had a bigger fight with Logan Paul once, came to a tie, and then twice, the second time, KSI actually got the win. But you also could have a lot of things to say about the fight, which I would say, if you look at the fight as an entire fight from both sides, KSI definitely had more stamina.
Yep.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
He was also smaller, so you can give him that.
Yep.
But I think Logan fought as a better boxer.
Yes.
He looked more clean. His shots looked a little bit more calculated. He actually looked like he should be in a boxing ring. KSI, there were a lot of...
This is the second fight, by the way.
In the second fight, which he was almost having a lot of the same punches he was having in the first fight, of these super wide, uncontrolled things. And you could say he was trying to get to Logan because of the height advantage and whatnot, but he just didn't look like a well-fought boxer.
Yeah, he looked like a beginner guy street fighting.
Yeah.
But with gloves in a ring.
100%, I agree.
Dude, imagine fighting Floyd Mayweather though, and this guy's 25 and he's fighting Floyd Mayweather. Do you think like 3 years ago he had the idea that he was gonna be doing that?
No, dude.
Hell no.
6 months ago, that might have been the first talks about it. But a year ago, he didn't think that. Nope. He was just. When did the KSI fight happen? If it was not a year ago, it was. I think it was a year ago.
Yeah.
I think it was in 2019.
Mm-hmm. And then the other one was like a year before that.
Uh-huh.
But dude, holy shit. This guy was vlogging with like Roman Atwood and all those guys.
3 years ago.
Yeah, 3 years ago. And
2018 and 2017.
No
really
way that this guy was fighting Floyd Mayweather.
He had no clue. He probably didn't even think about boxing.
Yeah. Like he was the guy watching the McGregor-Mayweather fight.
100%.
And just watching it.
Yeah.
And now he's like, oh, fuck, now I'm going to fight this guy. Like, this is a money fight. Big money fight.
How much work do you think someone has to do to change, or not even change, but to keep on working towards something that he's been saying?
Yeah.
He's been saying he's going to do things
Kept his word.
no one else is going to do. He's going to be one of the most entertaining people ever.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, he's fighting Floyd Mayweather. That's one of the most entertaining fights we will see in our life. Like, how many Floyd Mayweather fights have there been in our life that we actually could remember?
Yeah.
By the time we were 15 and could have been interested in her, 10 to 15, he was already getting up there.
Yeah, and he stopped. He was slowing down.
Exactly. A lot of fighters, when they get up there, start to slow down. He was 40, if not 35, 37, and by the time we could start watching him.
He fought.
I remember the Pacquiao one, and I remember the talks about it, but I never watched it. And, we're your hosts, Kev and Steve.
So the other day.
Steven's a bitch!
Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 5 a.m. at the Highlights Podcast on Instagram. And just like that, so the other day. Holy shit, dude.